Hi, I'm Andy, a collection specialist, and my goal is to help people learn how they can remove Medical Business Bureau from their credit report, and in many cases without paying the debt at all. So if that's you or somebody you know, I'm confident that you're going to walk away from this video knowing what the best next step is. And I want to start by saying this doesn't mean that you shouldn't take action. For example, if you know or you believe that Medical Business Bureau or any of the accounts on your credit report are the result of identity theft or have a wrong balance after you've already paid, or any major issues that are seriously affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement. And we work with a network of local attorneys that can work on your behalf at zero cost, win or lose, in addition to getting the accounts deleted permanently. Or if no issues like that exist and you really just want the account removed from your credit report, we can absolutely help with that too. Just give us a call. And our number you'll be able to find in the description. And with that, what I want to do is I want to go through the most important questions that we get about this company. And the first one is really important, and that is, can you be arrested or get jail time for a debt with Medical Business Bureau? I put this one at the top of the list because really we get a lot of callers that are terrified this could happen. And truly it makes sense because few people are actually taught how credit and debt work in school. I didn't know the answer to this question until I got into the business. And unfortunately, the answer is, unless the debt is related specifically to unpaid taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get jail time. There's no need to worry about that whatsoever. The amount of the debt doesn't matter either. You could refuse to pay $1,000 or $1 million, whatever. You will not be arrested or get jail time. So don't worry about that. But the big question, who is Medical Business Bureau and why are they on your credit report? So they are, they're referred to as a debt collector or credit collection agency, depending on where you look, but they buy debts, unpaid accounts like credit cards, for example, often for very cheap. And then they try to collect the full amount, okay? Here's an example. Let's say that you, for whatever reason, you have an unpaid card with Capital One, and it's $1,000. Medical Business Bureau could, in theory, come along and buy that debt for just $100. But they don't try to collect that amount. They try to collect the full $1,000 from you, which gives them a 10x return on their investment. So yeah, these companies can make a lot of money, and damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is the primary strategy they have to get you to pay. However, again, what many people don't know is that paying a debt on your credit report does not remove the account attached to it. That account will sit there for 7 years, damaging your score, paid or not. So a lot of time, paying isn't in your best interest and really could just be a waste of money. In rare cases, paying the debt can even hurt your score further. But in addition to credit reporting, they may send scary letters. They may call a lot. They may even call your family members and colleagues. And let me just stop there and say, if a collector has ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, you once again may be owed a lawsuit. So that's another case you want to give us a call so we can connect you with a local specialist that will take action quickly. Should you negotiate a settlement with Medical Business Bureau? So I look at it this way. Settling your debt with Medical Business Bureau depends on your goal. What I mean is that typically, if you're wanting to improve your score, your credit score, paying isn't the best option. Now, why do I say that? Well, because of just what I mentioned before, even if you pay that collection, it's going to remain on your credit report for 7 years. And it's going to be damaging your score that whole time. So that's not going to help you. Instead, we always recommend working with an expert like us to review these accounts for you And if certain issues exist, the accounts can be removed. And this is a win-win. You won't have to waste money paying a debt that won't help your score. And the negative account gets removed from your report. Perfect. How do you remove Medical Business Bureau from your credit report? Yeah, so great follow-up question. So it works like this. The Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on their report. Let me say that the knowledge required to do this is more involved than it might seem. I'm not saying you shouldn't learn how to do it or that you couldn't, but be prepared to spend weeks, maybe months, learning how to do it properly. However, if you hire a professional to handle it for you, you can ensure that it'll be done properly the first time, and you can save the extra time that you'd be learning how to do that. And we're happy to take care of it. We've dealt with Medical Business Bureau accounts many times. I will say that they regularly have issues, and we've helped numerous clients deal with them, and we'll take care of it for you as well if you prefer. Then we have, moving on here, how can you get Medical Business Bureau to stop calling you? Yes, so as I mentioned before, Medical Business Bureau will be calling you. It's just a fact of life. It's their attempt to collect the debt they've purchased, which means the only reason that they'll stop calling you is if you settle your debt with them, or you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from your report altogether. Will Medical Business Bureau try suing or garnishing my wages? Yeah, so this is another kind of scary question. And honestly, Medical Business Bureau suing is unlikely. It can and does happen, but in our experience, it's rare, because there are just a lot of laws around how long they can sue for, what they can do if they win, and it's a long process. However, if we're able to find certain issues with the account, they won't be able to collect it all, which is another benefit of using an expert. What are my rights when dealing with Medical Business Bureau? So I love this question because you just know you have the right to dispute any of the debt that Medical Business Bureau has purchased. Medical Business Bureau is governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, or FDCPA. And I talked about this earlier, but the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA. Now, these acts can seem complicated. I get it. But what you need to know is that they provide a great deal of power to the consumer if you know how to use them properly. Now, if you don't have time to research these acts, that's not a problem. Give us a call today. We can discuss your options with you. And again, you'll find our number in the description area below. And with that, that's all I have. So thank you so much for watching.